Imagine if every heartbeat could tell a story. If every moment a memory waiting to be cherished. Every moment matters. Good morning, distinguished guests, faculty, and above all, our resilient graduates. My name is Ananda Jennerson, and it is both an honor and a joy to stand before you today on this momentous occasion. Today, as we celebrate your achievements, I invite you to embrace the theme of our journey together. Collecting moments, not just milestones. Every moment matters. Throughout our lives, we often learn that growth comes masked as discomfort. There were numerous times when I struggled to find certainty in uncertainty, when the path ahead was obscured by doubt and fear. Yet in those very moments, I learned to find delight in discomfort. It was there that I learned the strength of resilience and the value of pushing past my comfort zone. My transition from public school to private school was anything but easy. To be honest, I often felt alone and as if I did not belong. By the end of my first semester, I remember my father and I had a conversation. And by the end of it, I told him that I was going to be just fine. And I was. The next semester, I excelled in all of my classes. I built relationships that would become the foundation of my high school career. You see, I had finally accepted that discomfort was a part of growth. And once I did, I was able to flourish. My advice to you all is this: welcome discomfort as a teacher. For in each challenging moment lies the seed of transformation. Every challenge matters. To change topics completely, have you ever wondered why two people's hands fit so perfectly within one another? Or why during a hug, your chin naturally rests in the nook of your loved one's neck? Humans were made for companionship. We crave friendship, love, and connection. Our journeys were not meant to be walked alone. Along the way, I have come to cherish those who chose to walk with me. Friends, family, and even mentors, who volunteered to be the sun that warmed my soul when it seemed to fade. In every uplifting word, every smile, and every act of generosity, I learned that our true wealth lies in our relationships. This past year, my basketball team and I had the opportunity and blessing to win the TAPS 5A state championship. And to be honest, now that it's happened, it doesn't mean as much as I thought it would. Don't get me wrong, the ring is absolutely beautiful. And the title state champion sounds quite nice. But I found that the relationships I built along the way meant so much more to me. The bond I share with my teammates and coaches is far more valuable to me than any trophy. I wouldn't be half the player or person I am today without them. They chose to walk with me, and together we had the ability to achieve something magnificent. To each of you, remember to appreciate those who stand by you in both triumph and adversity. Their support is the foundation on which your future will be built. Every relationship matters. In a world that often dictates what success should look like, dare to dream big, despite what society says. I recall a time when I was discouraged from pursuing a passion because it didn't fit the conventional mold. But it was in daring to dream beyond the familiar that I had the courage to carve my own path. For as long as I can remember, adults always told us, you can be anything you want as long as you believe. But as I grew older, I realized that's not always the case. The world doesn't always play fair. Simple and insignificant differences such as the color of one's skin, one's religion, one's beliefs, and even one's gender has divided us. It saddens me to think of the countless individuals who could have been surgeons. They could have been astronauts. And they even could have been politicians. But they never got the chance because of barriers that they can't control. Marilyn Loden called this the glass ceiling effect, a theory that suggests that there's an invisible barrier that prevents certain groups from rising beyond a certain level in society. But I urge you to challenge the status quo. Believe in the power of your unique vision. Defy the limitations set by others. Who cares what the world expects from us? Instead, ask yourself, what do I want? What do I desire? And then go after it. Every dream matters. Embracing the unknown is perhaps the most exhilarating part of our journey. As you leave here today, the future is not a fixed destination, but a vast sea of possibilities. Yes, the unknown can seem quite intimidating. It can make you feel small and scared and sometimes unworthy. But it's also a blank canvas, one on which you will paint the masterpiece that is your life. Remember this: you are the artist. The paintbrush is in your hands. Never let anyone take that from you. Step forward with confidence, knowing that uncertainty is simply a threshold to invention. Every possibility matters. Before I conclude, let me leave you with 3 pieces of advice that have guided me, and I hope will guide and serve you well. Firstly, find comfort in discomfort. Embrace adversity and challenges. They are opportunities to grow and to discover who you are and uncover your desires. Secondly, cherish your companions. Recognize the value of each relationship that enriches your life. Their unconditional love and support is irreplaceable. Hold on to them tightly and never forget to recognize and express your gratitude. And lastly, dream today. Dare to dream boldly. Let your aspirations be limitless and your imaginations run wild. Norman Vincent Peale once said, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. If you believe it can happen, then it can. As you embark on this next chapter of your lives, I encourage you to look beyond the destination and instead focus on collecting moments that make your journey uniquely your own. Embrace every experience with gratitude, knowing that every moment matters. Congratulations, graduates. May you continue on with courage and love. And may you always know that every moment matters. Thank you.